the Steelers and the Seahawks under the lights on Thursday night.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoHo district of Seattle.
Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run again with Hunt. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Under center, it'll be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold down to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. Dances by him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give right side now to Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Wide 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road. So, Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. It's brought in by Harris. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's got some space here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hunt will try going up the middle. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10 to 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Darnold. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Throwing again is Darnold. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Darnold. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this one is incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. Steps away to his... Oh, Darnold loses it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now,
his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On third down, here's Walker. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. As far as the early games go on Sunday, we'll have our eye on Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A big one for the Chiefs as they'll square off against the Cincinnati Bengals. More good stuff later in the afternoon. One being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And lastly, in the national game on Sunday night, definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
A first down throw, Darnold. He finds Pickens over the middle. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off of play action, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Darnold. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. From the 35 on second down. Darnold over the middle. That's caught by Claypool. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Play action. It's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Darnold from the red zone now. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Harris running straight ahead. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris, his first rushing touchdown on the year. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Boswell for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On the delay, here's Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Darnold.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Looking to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And he's got it inside the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Here's Walker.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Walker once more.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Darnold.
Quick slant.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. He'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run the toss to Walker. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9 now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. Holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down 17-14, 2:05 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. But only able to muster a gain up to the 8-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold connecting with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Pass complete to Harris.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Darnold. That's to Freiermuth. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Darnold to throw. And here's Freiermuth again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Darnold trying to hustle everybody along with the clock moving.
Darnold throw into the hands of Pickens.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 32-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Darnold.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Darnold. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
And the Steelers set to take the field.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Darnold, his first throw in overtime. And that will be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Now it's Lockett. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have points.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
And going right back to Walker.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? You're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 14 yards that time for number 14. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score and win this game.
Now back to throw. That's caught at the 2. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game.
Was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for the
Seahawks, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2.